lifted in every endeavor, stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
Seriously. Oh, we have such wonderful music lined up for today. What a gift, what a blessing. Hello, everyone. Hello, those of you here and those of you online. I am Shannon O'Hurley. My pronouns are she, her, and I am so excited to be with you this day that love has made. Love itself has made this day just for us. And I'm so grateful for the sacred yes each one of us has made right here in the sanctuary, those of us online, those who will be joining us later in the week, to be here together, to grow together here at the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living, where we are absolutely dedicated to doing our own work and then living that out into the world. We are an inclusive, progressive, and compassionate spiritual community. And for those of you who are new or newish, please know that we have created a space here for you exactly as you are this day, exactly in this moment, in this breath. And you are so fully welcomed and embraced in this safe and nurturing space. And if you would like more information about all the things that we are doing around here, and we are doing a lot around here, I invite you to visit our website, newthoughtcsl.org, or we have a wonderful welcome table right out here in the front, and there's all kinds of information, all kinds of goodies to let you know what we are up to and who we are. Every Sunday we take a moment together here in Lake Oswego, and we honor that we are on the land of the Kalapuya people, and we affirm indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. I also want to take a moment, and those of you at home, this would be a great time to grab a candle if you happen to have one handy. We will be doing our spiritual practice in a moment here. As always, we like to share with one voice our vision and our mission. So I invite you to join me in this, our vision. Recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation, and our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. I want to take a moment and I want to thank our online hosts today, Carol Scott and practitioner Melissa K. Allen. They are monitoring and hosting our chat on our YouTube channel, and we are so grateful for all that they do for us. How many of you have watched a service online? Yeah, so you know they are busy on Sundays, and we're so grateful to them. And to that, why don't we all just turn around for a moment and just wave so that our beloveds online can feel the energy and the love and the spirit that is right here today. Oh my goodness, what a gift to be together. I want to take a moment and acknowledge these beautiful flowers in my honor of my daughter Casey, who lives in Australia and recently got her Australian citizenship to go along with her U.S. citizenship. Love, Pat Hazlett. What a big deal for her. That is wonderful. That is just wonderful. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to her. And let's all take a moment, and if you haven't yet silenced your cell phones, this would be a fantastic time just to double check that. A couple Sundays ago, I forgot. So I know it can happen, but if you wouldn't mind doing that, and those of you at home, I invite you also to silence your cell phones so you can also just be fully present with us here in this sacred space. And so now I'm going to invite our beloved practitioner, Terry Christopher, to come up for our opening blessing.
Thank you and good morning. I would like to invite you to center yourself into this space, into this place of community gathering together. And if you're comfortable, you can cast your eyes down or close them and join me in a blessing. And breathing in to this space, whatever breath is calling forth for you to take, center yourself in this moment, in this space, feeling the presence of love, the energy of joy and the excitement of the beautiful day and all that it will bring forth. And staying in this space, it is easy to have gratitude for life, for love, for friendships, for smiles, and all of this being received here now. And I bless this time together, knowing that the music, the offering, the gift that Rev Shannon will bless us with, something in there will resonate. The tools that are provided will resonate and uplift us to be that presence walking in this world, that presence of love, of light, of life. And I bless the music and the musicians and the energy that they bring. And the people behind the scenes who are with our children, smiling and laughing and engaging, who are behind the scenes with the technology that it takes to bring us here, now, and online, all of that. For the volunteers, for the greeters, for those who are at the table welcoming, answering questions, for the practitioners, for the ministry, all of it. There is so much to be grateful for. And blessing all of this, I stay in that space of gratitude for the rest of the time together, smiling, uplifting, fully present, and blessed. And so it is. Now, for those online at home, I invite you to get your candle and light it, and invite everyone here, and even at home, to stand as you are able and join us as we set prayer to music.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over. Peace wash over. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over. Let the joy wash over. We let the joy wash over. We let it be. We let the joy wash over. so it is.
So it is the first Sunday of the month, and we are a community that takes care of each other. So much is happening right now in our world, and for many of us in our own personal lives. And we want to take a moment and support those of us here in our community who are moving through the experience of grief, whether it's here in person or online. We want you to know that you are not alone during this tender time, and we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here to support you. And so for those of you who are moving through grief here and at home, I invite you to simply close your eyes as you are comfortable and receive this blessing. And the rest of us will open our hearts and give you this blessing. The words are on the slide here. For those of us who are speaking this blessing, we will repeat it 3 times. So let's all take an easy breath in. You, beloved, are not alone in this. We are with you. We hold your grief with love, and we surround you in grace as you make your way through this tender time. You, beloved, are not alone in this. We are with you. We hold your grief with love, and we surround you in grace as you make your way through this tender time. You, beloved, are not alone in this. We are with you. We hold your grief with love, and we surround you in grace as you make your way through this tender time. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. The following piece was written in 1924 by the New Thought author and teacher Ida Mingle. Love is the divine essence that permeates all creation. It is the silent force that binds the universe together, and the gentle whisper that calls us to our higher selves. When we choose love, we align with the infinite. We become so co-creating with the divine. We let love be the lens through which we view the world. And in doing so, we shall see the face of God in every soul. And so it is. Thanks be.
Thank you, Laura. We bring Darcy Bradley up to sing us a song. And I would like to thank a couple of good friends for filling in this weekend. Glenn Hoover on guitar. Joe Menges on drums.
I say yes to the goodness. I say yes to love. I say yes to abundance raining down from up above. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes to forgiveness. I say yes to God. I say yes to the moment, bringing me such positive thoughts. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes. No to the darkness, no to the fear, no to the voices that scream about despair. I said yes to the glory, yes to the light, yes to the voices that sing out with might. By saying yes, I'm saying yes, I'm saying yes. I say yes to surrender, I say yes to grace, I say yes to the beloved, looking back on me when I'm face to face. I say yes to acceptance, I say yes to faith, I say yes to the lessons I'm learning how to go through all the pain. I'm saying yes, I say yes, I say yes. And no to the darkness, no to the fear, no to the voices that scream about despair. I'm saying yes to the glory, yes to the light, yes to the voices that sing out with might. I'm saying no to depression, no to the rant, no to the voices that telling me I can't. I say yes to abundance, yes to the truth, yes to laughter, yes to you. I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, I say yes, I say yes. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. All I wanna be is a happy girl. I just wanna live in a joyful world. I just wanna live in a joyful world.
Oh, I say yes. Thank you so much. Darcy Bradley, Kate Kuipers, and the New Thought Messengers. That was very Oprah of me. The New Thought Messengers. Okay. Love her. So, a woman by the name of Pam Reynolds was an accomplished musician and wasn't someone who thought very deeply about spirit or God or the afterlife. In fact, she was known to be a skeptic. She was known to be overly pragmatic, shall we say, until 1991, when she underwent a rare, high-risk brain surgery to remove a large aneurysm near her brain stem. Now, the only way to safely perform Pam's surgery was to lower her body temperature to approximately 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Her heartbeat and breathing were stopped, and all blood was drained from her brain. During this period, she had EEG readings that confirmed that she had no measurable brain activity, rendering her clinically dead. However, during the procedure that she lived through, by the way, Pam experienced something extraordinary. During her surgery, when she was clinically not alive, her eyes were closed shut. They were actually covered in order for the surgery to be done. She felt herself float above the operating room, and she was able to see the doctors and the nurses at work. She saw the entire medical team in the room, and she recounted the exact instruments they used, even though she couldn't have possibly seen them. In the state that she was in, she was under deep anesthesia. Her eyes were closed. She also had earplugs in her ears that emitted loud, really loud clicks to monitor her brainstem activity. But despite this, Miss Reynolds was able to repeat verbatim the conversations that the surgical team had. I hope they were good conversations. Just saying, doctors and nurses. Like millions, and yes, the data show millions millions of people worldwide who have reported near-death experiences, or NDEs, often, by the way, during a cardiac event. Pam described what changed her forever, and that was she passed through a tunnel of light, and she was met by her relatives who had passed on before her, and they met her with unconditional love, a kind of unconditional love she had never felt before. She was overwhelmed by the feeling of love and peace, this profound sense of universal oneness is what she described she went through during that time. And then, like many others who've had a similar experience, she was told she had to return. It wasn't her time yet. Her life here wasn't done. And quickly she found herself back in her body. And when she woke up, like so many others before her, she was forever changed. This experience erased Pam's skepticism, and she realized that spirit is not only real, but it is right here and willing to guide us every step of the way, every breath of the way. Pam lived her life happily for the next 20 years before it was her time to cross over again. Due to the extraordinary medical conditions under which it occurred, Pam Reynolds' account is often considered one of the most compelling near-death experiences ever to be documented. And now, of course, there are skeptics, people who don't believe in NDEs, who write them off for a variety of reasons, and that is absolutely 100% their prerogative. For me, I choose to take stories like this and allow them to strengthen my own knowing. I allow them to buoy me in times when I am feeling separate from spirit. What a great reminder, right? What a great reminder. The power of this benevolent, loving, joyous universe is greater than we could ever imagine. In practitioner Shelley's beautiful talk last week, she said, your authentic self, like capital S self, is made up of starshine and grace. Isn't that beautiful? Your authentic self is made up of starshine and grace. She did not say your authentic self is made up of muscles, bones, and blood. Nope. No. No matter how long any of you have been in this teaching, I think there is always something so incredibly valuable. It's valuable to me to go back to the bedrock of our teaching, to go back to the basics, if you will, because it is so easily easy to forget that we are made of starshine and grace. All of us, every single one of us, no matter where we live, if we live in a state that is red or blue or purple. We are all made of starshine and grace. And listen, I don't think that it takes a near-death experience to recognize spirit in your life, because I know that every single one of us has had our own God moments. We've had our own spiritual proof, if you will. Think about your own life. Maybe something you can actually point to, a time or a moment in your life when you knew that you were being guided, or something specific nudged you in a particular direction in your life. Think of all the miracles that you have already experienced. Meeting that person, going to that place, reading that book at the right time, finding that teacher, taking that class, finding a center for spiritual living, or whatever it is that is serving you, especially right now. Let those miracles, those ordinary, everyday miracles, inform and solidify your understanding of God or spirit or the angels. We're always at choice. Or we can, like the skeptics, just brush them off as coincidence. I want to invite you to pay deeper attention to those angel moments in your life, however small, And then, if you can, remember Pam's story. And again, let it buoy you, let it lift you up, let it remind you of this life that is God, that is Spirit, that is Source. We have a choice to either recognize that this life is all part of the divine, that we're all connected in it, or not. My talk today is called "The Choice is Always Yours." The Buddhist monk and teacher Thich Nhat Hanh said, "We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness." We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness. I've come to believe that there are two distinct kinds of separateness that us humans can sometimes feel. The first is the separateness we can sometimes feel from God or Spirit. And the second is the separateness that we can sometimes feel from one another, hence red state, blue state, purple state. I'm going to talk a little bit about both of these two things and how we can choose to course correct when we find ourselves in those moments or that place of feeling separate and alone. I received a delightful email this week, and it's from a congregant that I just love, and she knows that I'm going to be sharing this with you. I had her in a class of mine about a year ago, and I remember, even before I received the email from her, I remember she was really troubled about her job. It was bringing her just an enormous amount of stress. But despite this, she decided to set a very strong intention for herself. And she was determined and dedicated to do the work to create or manifest, if you prefer that word, a different job that would bring her joy and growth and soul fulfillment. And over the course of the past year, whenever I saw her, I could see that she was staying the course. She was staying the course. She was deeply dedicated and focused on her intention to manifest this new job. The New Thought mystic, so beloved around here, Ernest Holmes, taught that we must be definite with the infinite. We must be definite with the infinite. He also taught that God or Spirit can only do for us what God can do through us. As Saint Teresa of Avila taught, we are the hands and feet of God or Spirit. And our clarity around what it is that we're going to shift and the understanding that it will shift as a result of our thoughts and our actions is fully and totally up to us. When we are definite with the infinite and when we understand that Spirit works through us, when we make the decision to say, love more, or to get through this thing, or climb that mountain, or heal the fill in the blank thing in your life, or manifest a new job, one of the sweetest benefits of doing that work with the divine, and in New Thought, we do this in the form of affirmative prayer and meditation and gratitude work or forgiveness work or visioning or affirmations, all the things we teach here. When we do that work, when we are focused on our intention, whatever it is that we are intending for ourselves, we become closer to Spirit. We develop a closer relationship, like continual relationship with the divine. We increase our relationship and our connection to God. I guarantee you that this beloved congregant of ours is closer to Spirit today as a result of the work that she has put in, all of that spiritual work, than she was a year ago. That's like one of the sweet benefits. What we focus on always, always, always increases. So the question becomes, what is it that you are focusing on? Is it division and separation from, say, something you don't believe in? Or is it standing up, taking a stand for that which you do believe in? Now, this lovely woman could have just stayed miserable in her job and not done the inner and outer work necessary to raise her consciousness to the next vibrational level so that she would be able to call in and co-create a new and wonderful experience in this job that would be beneficial for all. She could have just stayed and just blamed everyone. It was pretty bad. I remember her talking about it. She could have just stayed, complained about it, stayed in that vibrational energy, which would have kept her there. You see, if she just stayed in that vibrational energy, even if she complained about it, but like applied for other jobs, but continuously complained or blamed, you think she would have gotten another job that was better? Absolutely not. It just would have been in a different building. However, by applying all that she'd been learning in our New Thought teaching, how to partner with the divine, how to co-create with spirit, she was able to change her life for the better. In her email to me this week, she wrote, "For a year and 3 months, I worked with this intention. Some days I had a lot of focus on it. Other days, I just let it be known so purely within me that this intention would come to fruition in its divine time. In time, on time, God's time, indeed. My last day in my current role is May 9th, and I start with my new team on May 12th. Congratulations, love." Yeah. And you know, this brought me to the place of really thinking deeply about this fact that we are always, all of us, at choice in every area. So the question then becomes, and this is meant to be a gentle inquiry, what choices are you making right now in your life? Another way of asking that is, what repetitive thoughts are you having in your life right now? And are they serving you? Are there some choices that you would like perhaps to shift, to change? Again, this is meant to be very gentle. Or perhaps for you, the question is there something in your own life that is calling to you right now? Is there something that is calling to you? And if so, what might be keeping you from that? And then the very next question is, are you open to partnering with Spirit or the divine to help you? You might be open to it. You might be open to the next thing, the next idea, the next intention. But are you willing to make a commitment to love as your divine partner to help manifest, co-create that change, that shift, that up-leveling of that whatever energy field that is? Are you willing to do that? In my experience, when we surrender to the gentle nudges of Spirit, when we listen to our inner light, as the Quakers call it, our inner knower, when we are definite with the infinite in our intentions, and we follow through with our actions daily, we have the opportunity then to really, really take off for flight. Spirit moves through us and takes actions through us in ways that we could not even ever imagine because we're open to it. Our whole world changes. And the choice is always yours. It is your choice. From the Kabbalah, in the ancient writing of the Zohar, which is the foundational text in Jewish mysticism, it says, "All souls are derived from one and the same soul, and all are part of one another." All souls are derived from one and the same soul, and all are part of one another. During her miraculous surgery, Pam Reynolds learned just how connected we all are on the seen and unseen sides of life. You know, so often we forget that Spirit is with us and wanting to support not only our individual journeys, our individual lives, but our collective human experience. 80-year-old Lynn McFarland is a retired educator who was carried out of a Tennessee Senate hearing by state troopers while peacefully protesting. You may have seen this on the news. The Republican legislature there was trying to get legislation passed that allowed authorities to target immigrant elementary school children. And she showed up quietly, and she said no, and her no was a sacred yes. The image of Ms. McFarland being carried out was all over the local news there in Tennessee. Her brave act of nonviolent resistance reminded the people of Tennessee, however they voted, that we belong to each other. And in the days that followed, the good people of Tennessee made the choice and showed up in droves, standing together to protect immigrant children and their parents, and the bill failed to pass. Those good folks had a choice. They chose to show up. They chose to stand up despite party lines. They remembered their connectedness, and they chose love, and they helped create change. Can you imagine if no one had shown up? What the circumstances would be there now? God bless them, all of them. You may have heard of Mohsen Madawi, the Palestinian Columbia student, a permanent resident of the United States since 2015, who was wrongfully detained for peacefully protesting the war in Gaza. Mohsen Madawi has deep ties to his community in Vermont, where he's known for his peaceful advocacy and for his interfaith work. And local residents, including Jewish community members and faith leaders, showed up immediately in front of the detention center where he was being held. They had a bullhorn outside so he could hear them loving him up from outside, and they were there for 16 days straight, standing up for him. And the wonderful, wonderful news is this week he was released. A judge found his detainment to be unlawful. Those beloved people in Vermont made the choice to tirelessly rally for his release, recognizing that he was their brother. He was in their human family. When one of us hurts, all of us hurt. From the Baha'i faith, Baha'u'llah said, "So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth." So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth. During this time where we can find ourselves feeling separate from one another, just like the times where we can feel separate from God or Spirit, I invite us to allow the inspiration from the good people of Tennessee and Vermont and seek out ways in our own community here or wherever you may live and see where and how you can support your family members. How might you do that is another question. Nothing is too small or too large. Nothing. Those of you who were able to show up at the rally with me in Pioneer Square this past Thursday on May 1st, and those of you who showed up all over the country, and for those of you who, for whatever reason, couldn't show up, but showed up on social media and shared those posts, showed up watching the news and clapped from your couch. It all counts. It all counts. We all felt the unity when we were there. Mike and Laura and Susan and Doe and, oh my gosh, all of us, Alan, we all felt that unity. And I just want to say something for those of you, because there were a few that we were there and it was their first time showing up at a rally. And I understand what it's like if you've never done that before. It can feel a little intimidating. But here's what happens. We gather together, we walk together, like down the street, and we join hundreds of like-minded, kindred spirits. Wendy, you were there. All of us together, and within moments, there is this understanding of unity and oneness. There is this complete and total surrender to the love of the whole. And so I just want to share that with you. As we move forward in these weeks and months, there will be many more rallies and marches and opportunities for us to join as a community in whatever ways we do. And I invite you to just know that there is enormous joy in that experience, and there is the incredible experience of oneness. Would you say that, Mike? Yeah. And those of you who've done marches and rallies, there's an incredible oneness that is felt. I liken it to the tunnel of light that Pam experienced. It's like that. You look out and there's so much love and there's so much willingness. Peggy, you were there. I invite you to consider joining us next time in whatever way works for you, but just know that like the people of Tennessee, like the people of Vermont, we too are being called. And what I know with my whole being is that every single one of us here will stand when asked. This I know to be true. So this week, I invite you to tune into the everyday miracles, how Spirit shows up in your life. Tune into those nudges, those moments, those sacred spiritual moments that we can so quickly write off. Pay attention to them. That's God in your life. That's Spirit in your life. Give yourself permission to magnify those moments as your normal, because they are your normal. Allow yourself to feel your life as a spiritual life, for that is what it truly, truly is. Secondly, I invite you to gently just ask yourself, is there an intention that you might have that you would like to bring to fruition? And if so, I invite you to make the decision to partner with God, with Spirit, with Source, to be in connection with the divine and watch how the path unfolds before you. It is extraordinary. Gently notice the choices that you are making right now. And know that you have the power within you to adjust accordingly. And finally, I invite you to lean into our community, your kindred spirits, in whatever way you can. We will always, always stand up for you. The choice is always yours, my friend. Let's pray. So I invite the practitioners to come on down forward. And those of you online know that our online practitioners are moving into prayer in this moment as well, joining me. And so I invite everyone to just take an easy, nurturing breath. Feel the love and the support, the standing up for, and the leaning in. Feel this divine energy, this high vibration of infinite possibility, of joy, of abundance, of togetherness, of connectedness, of unity, recognizing that it's all God, it's all love, nudging each one of us towards spirit and towards each other. This soul that each of us has that is made of star shine and grace. This is the highest truth of us. And so it is from this place of grace that I give so much thanks for this opportunity to be in this spiritual community, to support and uplift each other, to laugh together, to cry together, to walk together during this time. What a blessing this is. And so in this moment, I invite each one of us to bring into our heart our loved ones and surround each of them with this same love, this same source, the same blessing, knowing they too are part of the one that connects us all. And I bless all places right now in the United States and all over the world impacted by injustice and violence and war or pain, knowing this same love is right where they are too. And so this day, I give thanks for and I bless all people who gather this week in churches and temples and synagogues and mosques and ashrams and centers for spiritual livings and kitchen tables and yoga mats, knowing that we are all together in this human family as one, showing up in our uniqueness and in our love. So blessing this all from the place of gratitude and such thanksgiving, I let this be and I let this become. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
Powerful reminder that we are at choice and that we choose the good. And so I want you to know this is our time of conscious giving, and I want to just speak a word of gratitude for every single person who chooses this, who chooses a community that knows love and grace, who chooses to be part of this joy. So whatever is yours to give today, I want you to know that we take a little portion of it and we give it to local, national, and international organizations that put feet to our values. And so you are not only supporting the experience that you're having, but you are supporting this great work in the world. You're also providing a place for the person sitting next to you and the person who's coming for the first time next week to have this experience of joy and love. So thank you. Whatever your gift is, there are many ways you can give. newthoughtcsl.org has all of them. You can text to give 503-966-3236. But let's speak a word of blessing on that gift, shall we? Say with me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Please help me welcome back Darcy Bradley and the New Thought Messengers.
Please stand and join us in the radio. We done pain and sorrow. We done been through change. We done had way better days. Yes, we have. But I see tomorrow. I don't see no rain. 'cause our sun's gonna shine again. Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about it, ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, we got something that the world just can't explain. Yeah. What's the one thing that makes it always work out? 'Cause we got love, 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 love. Yeah. If we got nothing else, we got love. 'Cause we got love, 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 love. At least that's something else. We got love. And the world goes, and the world goes, and the world goes round and round, around in circles. We didn't have no money, our bills ain't been paid. We could have lost about everything, yeah. But we climbed that mountain and we found a way, yeah. And we back on top again, yeah. Ooh, I keep thinking about it, ain't no way around it. Yeah, we got something that the world just can't explain, yeah. What's the one thing that makes it always work out? 'Cause we got love, 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 love. Yeah, we got nothing else. We got love. 'Cause we got love, 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 love. Yeah, we got nothing else. We got love, yeah. And the world goes round and round, and the world goes round and round, and the world goes round and round, round in circles. And the world goes, and the world goes, and the world goes round and round, round in circles. Come on, Glenn. Hey, I keep thinking about it, ain't no way around it. Yeah, we got something that the world just can't explain. What's the one thing that makes it always work out? 'Cause we got love, 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 love. Yeah. If we got nothing else, we got love. Yes, we got love, 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 love. At least there's something else. We got love, yeah. Yes, we got love, 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 love. At least there's something else. We got love, yeah. We got love, 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 love. At least there's something else. We got love, yeah. And the world goes, ooh, the world goes, and the world goes round and round, round in circles. And the world goes, and the world goes, and the world goes round and round, round in circles.
We got it good around here, y'all. I just found out something really fun. I just discovered that NTCSL Colorado is meeting today. Hey there, beloveds. We are so excited that you get to be together and be in physical community this day. Thank you so much for making that happen. I need to get there soon. I miss those folks. Ah, they're good folks. Shannon too. All right, I just have 3 quick announcements for us, y'all. On Sunday, May 18th, we're hosting another Blessing in a Backpack food packing event here after service downstairs in the community hall. The food bags that we pack and the little notes that we write for the children are for Whitman Elementary School in Southeast Portland. where 96% of the children experience food insecurity. So they receive these food bags. On Friday afternoons, their teachers just slip these food bags into their backpacks, and they take home food and love. So just show up not next Sunday, May 18th, and together we'll pack a whole bunch of these bags and then we'll drop them off. And it's such a heart-opening event, and it's the last one for this school year. So if you're in town, make sure and join us. We are once again partnering with the American Red Cross and sponsoring a life-giving blood drive here at the center. This is going to be Wednesday, May 21st from 1 to 6 p.m. This is so important, y'all, so important. I have a medically fragile kid. Y'all, give blood, please. It serves all of us. You do need to make an appointment with the Red Cross to give blood. So you can go to our website. There's a link there, or you can scan that QR code that you see on the screens or on your screen at home. And we are looking for a few volunteers to assist us on that day. If you can help, let us know by signing up at the welcome table or downstairs in the community hall. So again, that's Wednesday, May 21st. And finally, world-renowned medium Susan Giesman is coming to Portland with her new documentary called Wolf's Message. Y'all, I'm seeing this all over the place. If you are in New Thought circles at all, Suzanne is an extraordinary evidence-based medium who is on the planet to share the message of oneness and love. We are doing a showing of her movie, and then there will be a Q&A with her afterwards. Tickets are on sale right now, and we have already sold a lot. So you're going to want to buy your tickets sooner rather than later. Michael and I have ours. It's Sunday, August 10th at 1 p.m. right here. And the tickets are limited. They're selling out all over the country. You can buy them at newthoughtcsl.org. Rev Shannon?
All right, and I got to a previewing of that documentary. It is fantastic, so I highly recommend it. I want to thank those of you who are here in person, those of you online, NTCSL Colorado. I adore you, I love you. I'm so glad you're with us today. We have not only all y'all here and the dance party that we have all had. Thank you again, New Thought Messengers and our beloved music team. We have folks watching right now all over Oregon, Washington, Arizona, California, Nebraska, Mexico, and Germany. We're so glad you're here. Thank you to be with us. Thank you so much. And I know there's others of you that watch us, and we just don't know where you're watching from, but thank you for joining us. And thank you again for our online hosts, Carol Scott and practitioner Melissa K. Allen. I would love for you, my dear practitioners, to come on up. I want to thank this beautiful team for this Sunday. I also want to thank our beloved welcome team today. Tracy Cronin and Bonnie Duncan will be at the table in the lobby. If you are new or if you have any questions, please ask them. They have all the answers. I'm going to invite now our practitioners to come on down forward. Just a loving reminder, the sanctuary turns into a place of prayer following our final song. If there is anything on your heart at all, I invite you to just stay, let them know what's on your heart, and they will take it from there. Those of you online, our practitioners are going into a private breakout room, and they are available for you for prayer as well. So following our service, those of you who have kiddos, please pick up your kiddos first and then join us downstairs for coffee and nosh. Please stand as you are able for our final blessing. What a joy to be together this day. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light, until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Have a good week. Mwah.
I release
and I let go.